Hello, my friends, and welcome back to our continued blind Let's Play of Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and today we're going to make a little bit of a course correction. So, I really do favor a lot of the blue choices, and I think a lot of the blue choices are really good. And for the most part, I think I choose the blue choices probably about 65-70% of the time, normally. But in the last episode, I was thinking, let's just have a pure blue run, just always choose the clever route and just stick with that. But that doesn't always lead to the best results. Sometimes you do need to branch out a little. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm still probably going to hit the clever more often than not because I do like a lot of those options. But instead of just defaulting to the clever choice, I'm going to actually try to think about each choice and make a decision based on that. So yeah, I may not always choose a blue choice moving forward. It may be a little bit more random.
Hey, so what's the news,
I
Miss
hope we're all
Muse?
having a wonderful, fantastic day today.
Miss Muse. Well, does a muse have a proper form of address? I just want to hear what exciting adventures you've been having.
Well, I went to a party held by the goddess of love, and she died.
And she died.
Man,
Yeah,
I always miss the really good parties. Here I was, sitting at home, just reading a book. Everything else okay, though? Do we know who the killer is yet?
Not just yet, no.
Okay, well, let me know if there's anything I can do. If I have to hustle to become your high priestess, well, so be it.
What do you know about the gods?
Exactly how much do you know about the Greek gods, Freddy?
I know my Greek mythology, but what I've read clearly doesn't line up with who they are today. Or who they ever were, maybe.
Still might be useful. There's gotta be some truth to those stories, right?
Maybe? Who do you want to hear about?
Everyone. I love Greek mythology. We'll just go top to bottom.
What about Apollo?
Okay, so the prophecy stuff checks out. Apollo was god of the sun and light, but also kind of enlightenment in general.
I see what you did
He's
there.
always talked about as this beautiful and cultured god involved with the arts and the muses, kind of a Renaissance man before the Renaissance.
He's clearly had a rough time since those days.
Well, he was also a giant horn dog, Grace. I can list off like a dozen men and women Apollo has had as lovers, and there's probably more.
Weren't they all like that, though?
I mean, Apollo's no Zeus. He never assaulted anyone as a swan. And no, they aren't all like that. Our sun god had a reputation.
Yeah, I mean, Zeus got a woman pregnant by turning into golden rain. He turned himself into a cow, I think. No, he turned someone else into a cow. Who was that? Io? Or something? Yeah, it's Greek mythology is weird, y'all. I love it. Persephone.
Tell me what you know about Persephone.
Honestly, she's the least like her stories. Usually, she's either a victim or just the wife of Hades, or both.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
that's
She
it?
is different.
She was kidnapped by Hades, end of story?
Pretty much. Her mother was so angry, she created winter. But otherwise, Persephone was just your average sweet and virginal fertility goddess.
You're right, that doesn't sound like her at all.
Must be hard to be defined by this one thing that happened to you thousands of years ago. I'd
That's a
be
good
pissed
point.
if everyone thought my story ended there.
Well, she is pretty pissed. That much is true.
Pan.
You said Pan was some kind of lust god, right?
Yeah, kind of. Pan's a god of the wild, and I guess that translates into a sort of lustfulness and earthiness, humping nymphs in the forest sort of thing.
And you don't like him.
Honestly, he's exactly what I'd expect him to be. All the stories say he's a lech and a beast. The Christians equated him with the devil.
Really? I never knew that.
Weirdly, he's also the only god who's supposed to have died, though it's never really clear how or why. Anyhow, there's a great statue depicting Pan having sex with a goat. Next time you see him, you gotta ask him about it.
I like that. There's a great statue about this. Freddy's kind of funny, I will admit.
Do you know anything about the Muses? Or Calliope in particular?
Yeah, for starters, there were supposed to be 9, though I guess there are some sources that said there were only 4, maybe 3.
I've heard there was always
Each
9.
of the muses had her specialty. Did you know that Calliope is supposed to be the muse of epic poetry?
Yes, I did know
She
that.
inspired the Odyssey.
Wow. I don't even like poetry.
Yeah, it was said her singing voice was unmatched. So they got that part right, at least.
Did she also lead the ancient Greeks in giant choreographed dance numbers?
No, but she once turned a bunch of snobby princesses into magpies, so there's that.
Ask about
What
Athena.
about Athena? Is she really supposed to be the goddess of wisdom?
Sure, but mostly that's meant as tactical knowledge. Athena wasn't all sweetness and light. She was a warrior goddess. She was also the goddess of heroes. There are loads of stories where Athena helps guys like Odysseus or Jason or Perseus.
No female heroes back in those days?
Yeah, I guess
Atalanta?
not. Women were the weaker sex, which maybe is why Athena was portrayed as being
Hey,
vindictive.
don't forget
She
Atalanta.
cursed Medusa, one of her own priestesses. She turned people into spiders, struck them blind, started the Trojan War. It's the whole thing.
Not being as wise as advertised is on brand for her,
I
though.
want to say she started the Trojan War. I mean, the Trojan War kind of started by Eris, the goddess of mischief, or discord, I should say. Through a golden apple labeled "To the fairest." Yes, it sounds very Disney-like. I wonder why. Maybe Disney stole their ideas. Anyway, tossed a golden apple to the 3 main goddesses, Hera, Aphrodite, and Athena, and they all quabbled over it. And in the end, Aphrodite won the apple, and she gave the person who gave it to her, Paris, a wife as beautiful as her, which caused him to sail across the sea to go see Helen of Troy. Then he either kidnapped her or she came with him. It's one of the two. I mean, different stories are different variations. And yeah, that's kind of how the Trojan War started, because when Helen was given to Menelaus, king of Sparta, everyone on Greece promised to come to Menelaus' aid if someone else messed with Helen. And so when the Trojan prince takes Helen, all of Greece declares war on Troy. So I don't know if that's necessarily Athena's fault. I mean, sure, she may have been one of the 3 goddesses who quabbled with Apple, but for me, I always like to put the blame on the people who make the choices, not the people who influence those choices. And I blame Paris, because Paris at the time was in love with a wood nymph named Inone, and he betrayed Inone for Helen. So I put the blame on Paris, not Athena. Anyway, I like I said, I love Greek mythology. Ask about the idols.
Just how many of these gods are there? From what I've heard, lots of idols live around here.
There's a lot of
Well,
different
there are tons of minor
interpretations
gods
too,
in
so.
Greek mythology, hundreds even, depending on how you define them. Oddly, there's never any mention of the word idols in relation to them. Maybe it's like how people worshipped idols?
I sort of assumed it was related to the eidolon.
Which is a Greek word, but I think it means ghost. An image of someone after they die.
Makes sense.
Me, I'm more amazed at all the big names missing. Not just Zeus and Hades, most of the Olympians seem to be gone. Makes you think about what's been lost. But also, what might still be out there.
Or what might not have ever been. As were the other gods.
You think there might be other gods out there?
Well, there are all those gods the idols say wandered off. We don't know they're dead for sure, right? They could be living it up in Australia. Who would know? Then there are all the other mythologies, hundreds of cultures, each with their own pantheon. So what's so special about the Greeks? That only their gods are real, right? All those other pantheons could be living in secrecy, just like the idols. And that means they're hidden from each other, too. Oh, they could be everywhere and no one would know.
It's like a whole other secret side to the world.
Yeah, it's cool, right? I hope I get to meet Ganesha one day. Or maybe Lakshmi?
I wonder if that's a way for the developers of this game to come out and say, oh, there's a sequel to Stray Gods, although this time it's going to be Nordic mythology, or Indian mythology, or African mythology. I wonder if they're going to explore different mythologies in future games, providing they make future games. I hope they do. I like to see companies produce games. I don't like to see companies get shut down. So as a gamer, I want to see them do more. Absolutely. Enough about Mythology.
I wonder how much of those stories are true.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm giving you the quick version. There are reams of textbooks out there covering all this, but even they rarely agree with each other.
Really? Nothing definitive?
Ancient Greece was 3,000 years ago, Grace. Not much information survived all that time, if it was even valid to begin with.
How are Kaz and Brian?
What are Kaz and Brian up to? You didn't tell them anything, did you?
Yeah, we haven't seen
No,
them
I
in a
told them
while.
you came home, that you're okay, but that you're having a moment. They send their love.
Should we tell them, do you think?
What for? They have their own problems. Plus, Brian can't keep a secret to save his life, and Kaz is officially homeless.
Is he still crashing on Brian's couch?
Grace, you do know that Brian doesn't have a couch, right? Just some giant beanbag things?
Then where is Kaz Oh.
Yeah, it's cute. They'll tell us when they're ready. But right now, it's best just to not mix them up in this.
Sorry about the band.
I should really apologize about the band. This kind of puts a dent in your plans, doesn't it?
You're right, Grace. How dare you sabotage my dreams? I am so mad I could spit.
You know what I mean. Nobody could have seen this coming, sure, but it's always been something with me.
Well, as I see it, there are two ways this goes down. One, neither of us gets back to the band. It was just a thing we did for a while before I founded a cult in your name. Or two, we get back to it and the band now has the Muse as its lead singer. Edge of Elysium becomes the coolest and most appropriate band name ever.
Yes, I was saying that
I still
too.
really hate that name.
Look, Grace, you can't be the source of all the drama and name the band, okay? That's the rule.
I was even saying that. Wow, this is probably named considering the content. How would the idols stay a secret?
You know what I find weird? That the idols have managed to remain completely secret all these years. Sure, they have magic and whatnot, but in all this time, nobody's found them out? Athena is that good?
Who says nobody has found them out? The way I see it, it's like UFOs.
No.
Okay, I have to hear this.
Okay, so you could have real evidence that UFOs exist and that governments have covered it up and people still wouldn't believe it. Why? Because they'd get laughed at if they admitted it. Imagine the headline, Greek gods exist and are living among us. What website would even run that?
Weird conspiracy ones. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's a lot like the whenever something happens in a what am I trying to talk about? Supernatural maybe. You know, no one believes it, even if everyone's all like the world end, or it's another show that I was watching and I forgot the name of it. But like weird things happen all the time, and they're saying, how can you deny that the supernatural or the aliens don't exist after what we just saw? And yet the next day there's a news report of some weird theory that someone came up with to try to explain what happened, even though it didn't happen. What was that show? Oh, that's gonna kill me, because I hate talking about something and then not knowing what to say, because if you don't know what show I'm talking about, you can't like have a conversation with me about it because you don't know what I'm talking about. Ah! Sorry, y'all. That's gonna bug me.
Okay, that's enough questions for now.
You sure? I can talk all day. You know I can.
Was it
I'll
Men in
check back
Black?
with you soon, Freddy.
May have
Time
been.
for more
That was something
mystery
different, though.
solving.
That was a different show, but it may have been Men in Black. Ah. All right, we've already been to Apollo. Let's go ahead and finally go ahead and talk to Pan.
I'd say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
I don't trust this guy at all.
What is this
He
place?
seems too
It's a
Moriarty-like.
garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
This building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
Oh, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight. Marvelous, isn't it?
Yes. Is Olympus hidden?
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here?
It's like the shadow.
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horns. Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
Did y'all ever see The Shadow? It was a movie starred. God, it was a famous actor. Who was it? What's the name of that guy? I know he's a famous actor and all. The Shadow. The guy I talked about before. Who was it? Alec Baldwin, right? So it stars Alec Baldwin. It's a guy who is a dirtbag and goes on a redemption arc and returns to the city as the Shadow. And they have the ability to cloud men's minds. And so it's this giant building that exists that no one could see because the guy had brainwashed the entire city. Great movie. I liked it a lot. Really, really good. This isn't grand. Okay, it wasn't a great movie. It's kind of meh. But, I mean, I loved it. Sometimes not great movies are still great movies, right?
I don't know, Pan. Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
Like, I love the Street
As
Fighter
if
movie.
mortals would know
great.
any better. This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
How many owls are there?
How many idols are there? I've met, what, less than 12?
Oh, I don't know, 20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers-on, if you will. You'll meet them all, given time.
Do most idols live here?
Idols live here? I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give him my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling. First, you must outlive the weak.
Right. Good point. You asked me to meet you here?
I did. As I recall, you owe me a favor that I now wish to collect, if you'd be so kind.
I don't like him at all. I'm not breaking rules for you.
Fine. But just so you know, I'm not doing anything that's against the rules. I already have one trial coming.
Grace, baby, Boobala. Have I ever led you astray?
I haven't given you a chance to lead me straight yet.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Here's
not
the
yet.
thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires. I'll give you a key to reach the Reliquary where he resides. You help him, and then we're even. If that's not enough incentive, the Reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate.
Ooh.
A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
I think you want me to steal something for you, and I don't like that. Reliquary, it's a place with like holy objects or something. Sort of like a museum, I guess?
What is this reliquary? Doesn't that have something to do with the bones of saints or something?
Not those relics. Our relics. The relics of ancient gods. Magical treasures collected over thousands of years. Books, mainly. We store them in a faraway place so no one unsavory can get their hands on them.
Unsavory like you?
Unsavory like most. Athena has decreed that these relics are not to be used by any save Hecate and herself. A rather dull waste of so much amassed knowledge and power, but who am I to judge? I'm not leader of the chorus.
I think you want to be. Like, I get that feeling. That's what he's angling for. What kind of fear is this? Yeah, let's just go around the room.
This person I'm to help. What does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to handle than I. This, as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
A matter of the heart.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life. Even if you can't help him, I'll treat the effort as worth the favor.
Still don't like him. Would she help me?
This Hecate, do you think she could help me?
If she's of a mind. She is the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous glamours. If anyone can help you, it is she.
And if she's not of a mind?
Then she won't help you. Grace, that part is up to you. I can't be expected to do everything, can I?
I'm really glad they say Hecate the way they pronounce it. I have a problem saying Calliope or Calliope. Dang it, I keep forgetting how they say it. I have a problem saying that because I'm always just saying it as Calliope instead of Calliope. I think that's how they say it, Calliope. But Hecate, I've always said Hecate as that. So that one's really easy for me to say. Is it dangerous?
If these relics are off limits, does that mean they're dangerous?
Some, but I'm not asking you to chase after any of that nonsense. In fact, I'd advise against it.
But what if one of those relics could help me?
My, such an adventurer you are. It's possible, but ask Hecate first. She, and I mean this with complete and uncharacteristic seriousness, is not an idol you or anyone wishes to cross.
That's it?
So that's it? Fix up someone's love life? Nothing trickier than that?
Oh, the way you talk, Grace. It makes me blush.
Well, it's just that...
I trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be?
Sounds like the devil.
I may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into that harm knowingly, and with open arms.
Mm-hmm. Just don't trust him. I ain't no way I'm saying the romance line to this guy. That is not happening on this playthrough. Did she do
What
that?
about Calliope? Did she walk into harm knowingly and with open arms?
You tell me. I could deny it, of course, but if you choose not to believe anything I say, what's the point of asking the question?
I'll consider
Well,
it.
think about it. But no promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion. Lovely fellow, quite harmless.
Stereo?
Now, if there's nothing else you need.
From Dragon Age? What do you know about Medusa?
That depends. What can you tell me about Medusa?
I'm not Dragon Age. Baldur's Gate.
That is a rather peculiar subject change.
Her name came up at Aphrodite's party. I'd like to look into it.
You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest. Give her my regards. Do tell me you'll be careful if you go there, Grace. Medusa is a hideous creature and should be treated as such.
I'll be careful.
I'll be careful. What could go wrong?
Darling, there are so many responses to that, I can't pick just one. I'll send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the Reliquary.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
Alright, let's go to... Left is always right. Let's go Medusa's lair.
This must be the Viper's Nest. Scariest part of town, no sign. Just that one dude glaring at everyone. Well, I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
There you are. Man, this place is the worst.
What are
I
you
think
doing
someone
here?
peed on me.
Freddie?
Why do you have a giant mace?
What are you doing here?
What, you thought I wouldn't notice you skulking off? You didn't even bring any equipment, Grace.
Should be here.
Freddie, I left you behind for a reason. Don't you realize how dangerous this could be?
Do you not realize how dangerous this could be?
Yeah, but I'm an idol. You're...
Very enthusiastic. There are
What are you
worse
doing here?
crimes in a mortal, I assure you.
Oh, it's you.
Oh,
It
it's you.
is me. How exciting, no?
Pan, what are you doing here?
I'm the one who told you about this place. You didn't expect my curiosity to get the better of me?
Tell me the truth.
Why are you really here, Pan? The truth this time.
I need to have some dastardly ulterior motive other than to be of assistance. For shame, Grace.
Yes.
God, how can you even stand him?
I can't.
I simply thought there is no way Grace knows what she's getting into there.
And of course you came running to offer your services, right?
Grace can handle herself, it's true, but surely even you can see some advice from an idol might be worth a listen?
I suppose.
Is she really a spy master?
Apollo said she's some kind of spy master for Athena. Is that right?
A truer description, I'd say, is that she's more Athena's servant. Poor thing can't survive on her own. So she's become whatever Athena needs. Spy master, enforcer, provider of garden statuary.
That doesn't sound fair.
It isn't. But keep in mind, Medusa is no helpless maiden. She is as clever as she is dangerous. And Athena knows it.
What's she like?
Medusa's clever and works for Athena, but what's she really like?
She doesn't exactly come to the parties, Grace. Medusa is an enigma to most of us. If idols hide in the shadows, she lurks in even darker places. She's an outsider, and she loathes us as much as she needs us.
Is she dangerous?
Let's just say we're all rather relieved she stays away.
Did she really turn people stone?
Medusa is the one who turns people into stone just by looking at them, right?
People, yes. Idols, not so much. Or that's my assumption. I'll admit to not knowing if she's ever turned her gaze on one of us.
Great. Is there any way to make someone not a statue? If it turns out she can?
Short of Medusa dying? No. Not unless she wishes it.
What's your advice?
If you have any advice, Pan, I'm all ears.
Well, I assume you know how Medusa became what she is.
She used to be human, right? And then Athena cursed her. Pretty unfairly, too.
Now, however, Athena hasn't the power to undo her own curse. Or so she claims.
That's gotta suck.
Medusa isn't happy about it, no. Yet she survives because she must. As do we all.
Let's do this.
Okay, enough talking. Time to do this.
See, that's the spirit. Now there's simply the matter of getting you in before she's aware you're here.
You're gonna help her do that?
Why not? You're more apt to become a statue than to be any true help, my dear.
Knock it off, both of you. I have a plan for getting inside.
A word of advice before we proceed. Once you find Medusa, make the number a knockout.
We're clever. Let's find another entrance.
Did you really have to follow us up here? You grunted the entire climb.
Those were exertions. I am a hardy but delicate flower.
Just the kind of help we needed.
Neither of you are helping. I have to concentrate to pick this open.
Are you sure it's wise to go jumping in through a skylight, Grace? It's rather dramatic.
Neither of you had another idea. I'll be finding my own. This will work. No, I'll be fine on my own. Kind of been playing solo the entire time so far, except for the one instance with Apollo.
I happen to like drama.
She is not kidding. One time, Grace got the whole university evacuated because she...
I could have done this on my own without the commentary.
But then Freddy and I would miss the spectacle. And what's the fun in that?
And
Yes.
there we go. Coming?
Absolutely. This is the fun
That
part.
reminds me of The Walking
Maybe
Dead.
let's split up and look around.
Season 2. Coming in through the top.
What a long day, hiding in the light. Such a long day, dreaming of tonight.
Look at her teeth.
This sacred bite. Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl, and take your seat. Oh, it's the Muse.
I like the beat.
There are sacred bites, and then there's this sacred bite. So wrong, so right. I'm really gonna hate myself.
Yeah, you don't want to fight me.
tonight.
Medusa, listen, stop, I'm warning you. This is something you don't want to do.
Tell me more about me, look at you. A prime sashimi with opinions too.
Medusa, listen, I'm warning you.
Yes, keep on warning
There's no
me.
rewinding, it's something you can't undo. Can't undo.
It's kind of the point, lovely. Now
Oh.
into me, your body goes free.
Come on, snap out of it.
Every time as it tenders, turning gently as it
Fight it.
What'd you say, Grace? You okay, Grace? Where's the game face this time? You are currently experiencing something I like to call the preparation. Any questions or comments? That's right, it is widely known that I can turn folks to stone. But oh, I won't this time. Because this time I find dine that the oozy musey bloods my wine this time. Look into me. Ooh, she's looking away. Hey, look into me.
Saw hunger with no end. You're lost, Medusa. Unless you find a friend.
What I should do.
Can be a
Look at me.
Like these green options all of a sudden.
Look at me.
Because Athena made her into a monster after she
Athena made you like this.
was doing the thing in her
She was
temple.
mad at me. So
Well, why was she mad?
she said I'd been bad.
Had you been?
No. Now look into me.
I like the green options all of a sudden.
Listen, Medusa, please. Athena hides you, she's ashamed of you. But she profits all the same from you. If she'd done that to me, I'd be like you.
You could never.
If I'd been damaged in a way that you can't undo.
You're not a killer.
I know. Wait. So you know that it's true that I didn't do it.
Oh, she knows. Excellent.
Yes, you do know. You know. Does that mean Athena knows?
No,
Oh, I like the blue now.
it's dinner time now. You're not gonna look. Fine, grace.
Don't you see, Medusa? You are just her tool. Your queen's a user. You're Athena's fool. Slightly tougher. Could get you free. He's a friend to me.
That's what she said to me. Apollo.
Can get you free.
Medusa free.
Is that a yes?
That's a maybe.
Come on. Come on.
Maybe what?
Right up, Laura.
They must be hypnotized by your amazing butchness.
Must be, I guess.
Are they serious?
Depends. What do you think, Medusa? Will you help me out?
Oh, fine. Fine. What exactly is it that you want, pretty Muse?
All right, we got her on our side. Top one, definitely.
Isn't it obvious? Tell us what you know about Calliope's death.
Blast! This is why I didn't tell Lady Athena. I knew it would come back to haunt me. I only followed pretty Calliope to the Reliquary. I didn't touch her. I didn't even know she'd been attacked until I saw her flee.
Grace looks at Freddy in pain and confusion. They both shrug.
You did not even know that much.
This is the same reliquary where your friend is? The one who needs the favor?
That's pretty convenient.
She was at the Reliquary the eve she died, but I had no part in the Muse's death.
Who attacked Calliope?
You said Calliope was attacked.
Calliope. Who
Who
attacked
could
Calliope?
have done it?
I thought it might have been Asterion. I saw the great beast chasing her, as I was.
Pants friend?
Oh, that seems rather unlikely. The bull's as gentle as a lamb.
God,
It was not
panic.
him, alas. He was as confused as I, and not a drop of the Muse's blood on him. Yet I realized this too late.
So what happened in the reliquary?
I never entered, so I do not know. A question for Asterion and Hecate, perhaps.
Why are you following Calliope?
You followed Calliope to the
Calliope.
reliquary.
Ah!
Why were you
This
shadowing
is so
her
hard
at
for
all?
me to say.
I am Lady Athena's
Calliope.
spy master, yes. Calliope has been trouble from time to time.
So you were spying on her.
I keep watch over every idol who no longer lives in Olympus, but especially Calliope. When I realized she was headed to the Reliquary that eve, I followed. I had a duty to Athena.
Did you find out why Calliope was
Did you
there?
ever find out why Calliope went there?
I was never close enough to ask. When I drew near to the Reliquary, that is when I saw the Muse fleeing. She was frightened, bloodied, dying.
A tasty snack for you to hunt down.
I gave chase, yes, but to discover the truth. I knew Lady Athena would wish to know.
Uh-huh.
And you wonder why I said nothing to anyone. After all, who would believe ugly, monstrous Medusa?
You didn't tell Athena?
You haven't told Athena any of this? You agreed to help, remember?
I told her Calliope was at the Reliquary that night. I did not tell her I was also there.
So Athena knows Calliope was attacked there?
Yes, no. If she does, surely not by whom. I am but guessing, however. Lady Athena tells me oh so very
Athena seems
little.
very sus right now.
Why
I don't want
should
to
we
say this,
believe
but
you?
I have to.
You did just try to eat me, remember?
I agreed to help you. I speak the truth.
Right, and not at all trying to cover your own ass.
And why would she?
You presented an opportunity. To taste the sweet, sweet blood of a hero once again.
Disturbing.
It's a problem. I've been working on it, I really have. I know it's hard to believe what a monster tells you, but it is true.
I like her. I've asked enough questions.
Okay, let's say we believe you. For the moment.
I've told you everything I know. We have a bargain. You said my curse might be lifted.
I'll ask Apollo. That's all I can do.
Whatever you do, pretty Muse, I beg you. Do not tell Athena of my indiscretion. Show mercy. I know what I am horrifies you. It horrifies me as well. I cannot help what I am. I did not ask to be cursed like this.
Have you done this before?
Whether I tell Athena depends. Have you done this before?
Medusa, what happened to Artemis?
She left? I am a lost and cursed thing. No idol. If Lady Athena should learn the truth... I hope you find what you seek, pretty Muse. And that we meet again someday. And sing a different song.
Yeah, I like her. I almost wanted to see what a romance option would do with her. She's kind of cool.
Freddy, may I just say what a delight your resourcefulness has proven.
And you're not completely awful, I guess. Pondering the big question, Grace. Do we actually believe her?
Let's go there.
Seems a little obvious, doesn't it? If Medusa wanted to eat Calliope, why didn't she?
Well, you got away. Maybe Calliope did too.
So Medusa stabbed her? And then ran off hoping Athena wouldn't find out? Now, Medusa's fear was real. She just doesn't want to be blamed.
Everything okay over there, Mr. Goat Man?
Oh, yes. Just thinking of the war. How it was at the very end. Some of us argued we should leave Medusa behind. That she didn't deserve the safety we'd find in the new world.
She asked to be cursed.
She didn't ask to become what she is.
We idols were petty and cruel. We lorded over mortals because we could. We didn't learn our lesson until the war. By then it was too late, wasn't it? Certainly for Medusa. Such thoughts run contrary to my bon vivant spirit, do they not? Come to me once you've gone to the Reliquary, Grace. I look forward to your visit.
Alright, time to head to the Reliquary. Did I just bring up my journal by mistake? Hold on. Yeah, I did. Whoa. That looks cool.
When I opened that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Yeah.
Instead we have... Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
This might not be safe.
Maybe I shouldn't have brought you here.
I live for danger.
This isn't D&D, Freddy. Some of these idols, they mean business.
Do not start dissing D&D. There is literally no better preparation for facing a world of gods and magic. Plus, my initiative is ace.
You are such a nerd.
Speaking of, how much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
Talk about Hecate.
Do you know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind. Oh. But she's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in our little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
Okay, it's good to know. Good idea.
That sounds good, yeah. Hey, Hecate, I love your library. So much knowledge. Wow.
She says, knowing full well she's the smartest person I've ever met.
If I'm so smart, how am I in this predicament?
It's not a predicament, Grace. It's an adventure.
How this idol helping?
The idol we're here to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
No. Should I?
That's the Minotaur's real name. You know, big bullhead, horns, lives in a giant labyrinth.
Pan did not mention that.
Why am I not surprised?
Is the Minotaur dangerous? Minotaur, Minotaur, can pronounce either way, by the way. Just so you know.
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus.
Well, not so slain after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends? Okay, I knew that sounded wrong the moment I said it.
We should go in.
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go, then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
I'm interested in the relics.
Honestly, the Reliquary is what I'm really interested in.
Ooh, a plan C. Go on.
There has to be some magical relic that could help me out. The trick will be finding it and getting my hands on it.
That will be a trick, yeah. I love your plans.
What? She's huge.
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Mortals within the Reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege?
Is this an illusion or is this real?
Knowledge is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came.
She's very intimidating. Let me introduce myself. Can't do that. Back of late. Can't do that. Run, Freddy! I'm no mortal. I like the I'm no mortal line. But still, I like the run, Freddy line too.
Run, Freddy! I'll handle this!
Stay where you are. No mortal may learn of the Reliquary's existence and live to tell the tale.
She's special.
Freddy's not just any mortal. She's special. And she already knows about the idols.
We have been revealed. We are undone!
What? No, not undone. I swear, I can go if you want. I will. I'm not gonna tell a soul. It's enough that I even got to see this place. It is so amazing. It's like the Great Library of Alexandria, which, you know, was destroyed, and one of the greatest tragedies of human history.
Yep, it was just
I have
illusion.
created this
Thought so.
sanctuary at great cost. Knowledge is fragile and must be respected.
Hecate, meet Freddy.
If you want someone who respects knowledge, Freddy is definitely your gal. Hecate? Meet Freddy. Music lover, writer of lyrics, reader of so many books, I doubt she even knows how many.
Hi. Big fan.
Ah, mortal, you wish to see more. I can see the fire burning in your eyes.
Could I? Oh my god, you have no idea. Ever since Grace told me about this place, I have been dying to see it with my own eyes. Seriously. Like, is that a spiral staircase over there? Can I climb that thing? Do you have like those ladders that like slide around and like help you go higher? Because I would love to just like stand on those. It's like my dream. I like, have dreams about it, and it's like my favorite thing to even just dream about. Just books in general.
No,
like Freddy.
You cannot be Grace.
Sure am.
Then Calliope is dead. Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months yet.
You knew what happened?
Wait, what? You knew Calliope was going to die?
No, I am not informed of this for another 11 months and 3 days.
Or I could just tell you now?
What?
That cannot be. It is written.
We've already told you, though.
Yes, it's right here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an automobile accident. And
An accident? No, that's not what happened.
Someone changed the
are you
future.
saying the books are wrong?
Huh. You have a problem.
Guess I'm not the only one with a problem.
But this cannot be.
The sooner you accept that someone, somehow, screwed up your magic books, the sooner we can get on to figuring out what happened.
Uh-oh.
You will explain. We will both sit and you will explain. There will be tea.
Excellent. I like tea.
This book you speak of, she goes back in time to meet a Scotsman lover who exists in the past?
Oh, yeah, several times. It's pretty awesome. You really don't have it?
Mortal printing has outpaced my capacity, I fear. I must focus my efforts on a select portion of...
Look, I hate to interrupt girl talk, but you said we have a problem?
Indeed. From what you have described, something outside the realm of fate has occurred.
Is that even possible?
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research.
Years? I don't have years.
That is unfortunate. If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
Can you speed that up?
Is there no way to speed that up? Whoever's behind it might be the murderer.
Such threads are not so easily untangled. I must consult the Moirai, if indeed they are not the ones responsible.
The Moi what?
You might know them as the Fates. They, or any beings of a sufficiently cosmic nature, have the power to undo the order of things.
That does not sound good.
Certainly not. They are also not beings I can summon at a whim to solve your mystery. I am sorry.
Can I meet Asterion?
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If, he is here.
A visitor for Asterion? How strange.
Oh, are we doing guests?
Okay.
Is that a thing? I didn't know.
Wow, okay.
That's unexpected.
Freddie was right.
As if there was any doubt.
My
That's a
old
very nice
friend,
guy.
this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
Can we talk?
Hi there. Can we talk? Somewhere in private?
Talk? What, you and me? Why? What about?
You know, about a delicate matter that maybe you needed help with?
Oh, nope. No, no idea what you're talking about. No delegates here.
There you have it, Grace. I believe now is the time when you leave.
But there must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Please, please say it is written.
It is written.
Did you hear that? Pan sends me all this way and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Maybe there's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail. This was pointless.
Well, I don't think we're getting back inside. Do you have another plan?
Time to use my powers.
I don't know if my powers will even work on Hecate, but it's worth a shot.
Ooh, a musical number. Do you think this one could be, do you hear what I'm hearing?
What? Oh, hello?
Oh, you're still here? I had to run the entire... that's a long way, innit?
I like this guy.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send you away, alright? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Kate? Kate?
Kate? You don't mean...
Oh, that is so cute.
I heard what you said about Calliope. I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear sweet Kate. I just don't know how to tell her. Please help me tell her.
Why Kate?
Do you really call Hecate Kate? Off topic, I know, but I have to ask.
Well, sometimes she has to go into the mortal world for a short time and do things for Athena.
Uh-huh. And...
Well, she had to make up a magic disguise, you know, a new identity. And I thought she should give it a proper name.
And you suggested Kate?
Yeah, she really liked it. She said, "Thank you, Asterion."
You're really the Minotaur?
Are you really the Minotaur? Like, the monster who roamed a maze and ate people?
And is supposed to be dead?
Well, my father locked me up in a labyrinth, but I never ate anyone.
Oh. Well, that's good.
Except Theseus. But he was a bella.
You're in love with Hecate?
Let me get this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Oh, mate, Kate is... She's just the best. Like, she knows everything and she always smells so good. Like, she's so nice to me and she doesn't even have to be. Oh, we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world. I know I could make her happy. Well, I want to try. Oh, won't you help me?
Why not talk to her?
Have you tried, I don't know, talking to her about how you feel? I take that as a no.
I don't have the words. I've tried. Every time I end up knocking over a table or killing a cat or talking about how sometimes meat has that grisly texture I don't like.
You killed her cat? Oh, no.
It was a small cat. I panicked. I'm just not good at words. Right? Really not
cats? I like cats. Cats are great. Cats are... Okay, they're not penguins, they're not otters, but cats are great. I love cats. Let's assume I help you.
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate.
He's still adorable. I like this guy.
What is it you think I can do?
Muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful. All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. You know, please say you'll help me.
What do we do in your turn?
I do this and you'll help me in return, right?
Athena made Kate swear she's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear.
Oh.
Maybe she never thought anyone would ask. But I'll tell you, even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
I really wish I could say this. I got this. What she turns you down?
Hecate might say no. You know that, right?
Well, she probably will. I mean, she's Kate. And I'm me. But just once, I'd like to be able to ask her, you know, to say it out loud instead of thinking it. I'll still help you. No matter what she says. I promise.
Does it seem weird?
I don't know. Doesn't this feel a little weird?
Which part?
Helping him woo her with my powers.
You heard what Pan said. You can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do. You can only make them say what's in their heart.
Yeah, that's the part I can't do.
I guess we do this?
I can't say I'm exactly sure what to do.
Can't you just, start the music?
Yeah,
Seems
but
like
to
the
do
green
what?
is more of a friendly type.
Oh, leave that to me. I am so excited about this.
And
I can't
Freddy's in
even
green.
stand it.
What exactly did you have in mind, Freddy?
I'll set up a vibe and you go for it.
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Just speak from the heart. Be honest.
You can do it.
You cast a spell on me. Not literally, obviously. But I feel in summary, you and me are meant to be.
There you go.
'Cause you put a hex on me. You didn't do to me directly. I'm not blaming you specifically, just that metaphorically. Shit, can someone help me?
Let him do it. This is his battle.
Off the bat, I'm done. 'Cause you've gone all quiet, it's deafening silence. I'm just joking, having fun.
No!
So let's ignore that bit before.
I knew this would come. It was written, a confession unbidden. You say that you're smitten, perhaps you're possessed. I have one request. Is this real how you feel, or is this part of some elaborate jest?
Those lyrics are great.
My love.
My love.
Yes, keep going. Try again.
You've cast a spell on me. It's a feeling that's killing me. But let's say categorically, oh Katie, it's just you and me.
You're doing great. Give it some confidence.
Remember, Katie, that I've got your back. If ever this tower was under attack, I'd hunt them down like the old days. I'd chase them down your ways. But we could do it your way. I'm not some maniac.
It seems you desire a trial by fire. You believe I require a guard just in case. I'm a titan, you see. Such attackers would flee with but one look at me. Terror on each face.
You're not terrifying. They don't know you like I do.
That's not what she meant.
Hecate, please cast a spell on me to forget this whole embarrassing catastrophe. Underneath this bullhead's fur's a red-faced wannabe. Seriously, I'm freaking out. Grace, somebody, please rescue me.
Go for it, Freddy. Let's get her involved.
You gotta step in.
Me?
Yeah, you're just as qualified as I am.
Hecate, I'd say he's really put himself out there. No, he cannot undo. It's a brave thing to do. Wish I had his daring. Well, I'm saying that I've missed out before. Last chances rushed out that exit door. I could never let my heart be heard. And it's withering. Now I'm reconsidering.
I'm tempted, but what you're all telling me is nothing will go wrong, for it's destiny. Have you truly considered this carefully? Black magic takes a toll, and if you lose control, the cost is paid by reality. Is my heart worth everything going amiss? I cannot protect you from the dark abyss. So don't dismiss, just resist.
You think that I don't know the darkness inside of me. You know the stars, but do you remember your history? I love the person I have become. You changed me. Come with me. Come with me.
Aww. Come on.
Come with me. Come with me.
Very well, Asterion. I accept your proposal.
Yeah!
Can you lead? I ain't prepared for this.
My heart is a shiver, so hard to describe. These feelings I feel coming up from inside. It's unexpected, I barely know what to do. All this seemed impossible, yet now it's come true.
I feel like our story's about to begin. Coming out of the shadows has changed everything. To you, Grace and Freddy, how do I thank you?
I think you just did.
You trod the path well.
Okay.
You
That's weird. I said live a little in that last line, but she didn't actually say live a little. Yeah! Look at that.
Well, that was diverting. You felt this way the entire time, Asterion, and you said nothing?
I didn't think I was worthy. I mean, look at me. I'm only, you know, half a man.
You have been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Asterion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more. As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass.
Wasn't it written?
I don't get it. Didn't you know this would happen? Wasn't it written?
Of course it was. It was also written that I would be unaware of Asterion's feelings until he spoke them to me.
But you knew that.
I follow the rules. It is written.
I like Hecate. She's cool. It was Frey's idea.
You have Freddie to thank. It was her idea.
It seems you are even less like other mortals than I'd assumed.
What can I say? I like to see people happy.
You will need to visit again in the future. There will be tea. Come, Asterion, I wish to speak of this further, and find an appropriate outfit.
Oh, you go, boy.
Hey, wait for me outside, yeah?
We're gonna be waiting a long time.
How long are we supposed to wait? It's been over an hour.
I'm sure it's fine, Grace. I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise. Say, what'd I tell you?
Whew. You still here? I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, I'll bet she did.
Yeah, well, Kate wants us to talk about our feelings more. And there, of course, was tea. Right, so I suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the Reliquary that night.
We heard part of the story from Medusa. She saw Calliope fleeing from the Reliquary, bleeding.
And when Medusa ran after her, that's when she ran into you.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, I was also chasing after Calliope. She'd broken in. Why she did? Hecate can't figure out. She didn't touch anything or take anything, but somebody attacked her when she was here.
Did you ever find Calliope?
You chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her. After I ran into Medusa, Calliope was long gone. Only thing I found was Pan's key.
You mean this key? The one Pan gave me?
Yeah. Well, Calliope must have dropped it. I sent it back to Pan.
Could have been Medusa.
Couldn't Medusa have been the one who attacked Calliope?
I thought maybe because she was chasing Calliope too. Well, why would she do that? But now I don't know. Medusa never got into the Reliquary. I sure never let her in.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the Reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
How do you know that was taken?
How do you know Calliope didn't touch or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the Reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
Athena got involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her, Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
Who else could have attacked Calliope?
If it wasn't Medusa, who else could have attacked Calliope here? Who had access?
It was just me and Kate. I didn't see anyone that night other than Medusa.
How did Calliope get inside?
Well, she must have snuck in the back way. Where do you think I keep running from? Until the alarms went off, though, we didn't even know anyone was here.
So Athena knows what happened here.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's not the chatty type, you know. She came in all quiet and cool, wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
kind of relics are there?
What relics are there? Maybe Calliope was looking for one, but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
Do you have the golden fleece, the shield of Zeus, the sword of Damocles? Is it suspended?
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So it's all real?
I can neither confirm nor deny
I
any
really
of
like
that.
Freddy now.
All I know is that nothing got used and nothing got taken.
Reliquary has alarms?
Did you say the Reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. You know, magic.
I don't know magic, actually.
Oh, well, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. That's how Kate knows nothing was touched or stolen. We just don't know what did happen. Yet.
How did Calliope get Pan's key?
How could Calliope have gotten Pan's key?
The same way you did, I guess. Pan must have given it to her. There's only a few keys to get into the Reliquary. Athena doesn't want the idols to come here much.
And Pan has one. That's odd.
Yeah, so, I made it for him a while back. Different favor.
No, I didn't trust that guy. Okay, let's consider what we know.
Then Medusa's story checks out. She was here, yeah, but she was never in the Reliquary.
And Pan's name popped up. He sent you here, Grace, to do some favor. Yet he had to know Calliope came here that night.
Which he failed to mention, for some reason.
For some reason.
If that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone. Good luck, Muse.
Thanks, buddy. I like him.
You okay there, friendo?
I'm missing something.
I just can't help but feel like I'm missing something right in front of me.
How so?
Calliope came here for a reason. Why? Someone has to know because they knew she was here.
Pan knew.
And Athena knows what went down here. She can't honestly still think it was me, can she?
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
I guess so. Next thing is to go to Pan, confront him.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
Excellent. All right, my friends. Well,
Hey,
we're gonna probably go ahead and stop here. Thank you for everything, my dear friends. I love you all so much. And if you do like what we're doing, don't forget to hit that thumbs up to like the video and subscribe. It means a lot to me, and I can't say how much I appreciate you all. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about today's events, because I thought it was awesome. Now we'll let you know what you think. But for now, hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day. Until next time, so long, and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.